What it do? What it do? You know who it is. Once again, it's your man, Drew Red, and I have changed the name of my channel to the DR Movement. You know what the DR Movement is? The DR Movement is my vision. How can I put this? Let's see. My vision is to be the motivation for inspiration of education. Feel me? That's what I want. I want everybody within the sound of my voice. I'll say the sound of my voice because even if you can't see it, you can hear it. I want you to always be educated. I want you to see the other side. Now, there's a lot of avenues out there for education. And you have to understand that some people would rather, what's a good way to put this? Influence. Like the news. Most avenues where you get any type of information is out to influence, not inform. Now, I'd rather everybody be informed. And to be informed, you have to be able to see both sides. And that gives it gives you the opportunity to make your own decision. Now, we all know that when we hear someone speak on any subject, they give their side. Not any time, but I'll say most times. Most times you only hear one side of any story. Now, if you truly believe that there are three sides to every story, but you're only listening to one, don't you feel that you're missing out on something? But anyway, that's how I feel about it. And I think that we should all take some time to look at the other side. You know, if we go through history, we go through, we can see that we've always been given one side of the story. History is written by the victors. So what happens? What about the people that lost? What were their hardships? What was their motivation to fight back? We don't know that. Why? Because that part of the story is erased. And if it is written down, lots of time it's in between pages that are stuck together. Let's use something else as an example. Let's see, have you ever been in a situation with someone, friend, lover, whatever the case may be, and something happens and people only hear their side of the story? What about your side? Because not always will they be right. And we have now in society where only one side of the story matters. And we allow it to happen because we keep following up on just that one side. We never take time to stop and think, well, what if? So if you ever hear a story, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but if you ever hear a story and you're hearing one side and it all seems so bad, it seems so bad, seems so bad, and you never take the time to ask any questions about the other side, they got you. They got you. Hook, line, and sinker. They got you. But here's the thing. You can always change that. Because that mind is a powerful thing. You can change the operational movement of your mind in order to say, you know what? Well, if he did that, what did the other person do? What was the beginning of this conflict? What happened in the middle of the conflict? We see what happened at the end, but what led up? What were the instances that led up to this happening? Now, you have to understand that the powers that be, lots of times, don't want you to think. That's why slaves weren't allowed to read. Because the more you read, the more you start to think. The more questions you start to ask. And if you're around someone who doesn't like you asking questions of the hows, the whys, the whens, the wheres, they're not trying to inform you. So be mindful, be wary that there is another side. And there's so many times that other side is hidden for a reason. Because not always is the victim really a victim. Not always is the person that comes out on top, the benefactor, not always do they deserve that. Now, once again, I keep saying the word now, let me cut that out. Now, then again, and I said it again, then again, work with me now because I'm new with this. We have to always keep in mind that there are things that people don't want you to know. And there's a reason for it. Sometimes it's personal, and sometimes it's because the information that they're keeping is so impactful that it changes the narrative. We know that some people's minds are already set in stone where they're not going to change their mind about anything. They were raised a certain way, and that's how they're going to be. They believe this to be that. They believe the sky to be orange, no matter what you tell them. Those people have to just go by. But we have to be amorphous. We have to be shapeless. We have to get ourselves to the point where we understand that we have been miseducated on so many different levels that we have to let some of that old stuff go by the wayside and figure out what really is. We're in the age of Aquarius. There's information all around us. You're holding it in your hand most times. Don't take just one source, because once again, one source is probably there to influence you. Take a couple sources. Take 3, 4, 5 sources. If you have time to watch TikTok, if you have time to watch YouTube, like now, you have time to be on Facebook, you have time to watch people fighting, you have time to laugh, you have time to be informed. And once you're informed, you will get to the point where you see that other side. The other side, y'all. But yeah, make sure you get yourself informed. Find the other side. Be truly educated. Then you'll be motivated. Feel me? All right, now. Guess I'll do a little work. Might make another video in a few. But y'all have a good one? No. Y'all have a great one. Let's increase the vibrations. Peace, y'all.